Yo, this is Senior G telling you to tap in on Sundays to the Philosopee Show. Live at 12:30 p.m. Central Standard Time on SoldierByBlood.com. Home of underground entertainment and the voice of the movement.
Your number one source for exposure and promotion. You want to host your own podcast? SoldierByBlood.com. You want to know where the hottest artists are? SoldierByBlood.com. You want real support? SoldierByBlood.com. Go to SoldierByBlood.com for more info.
So we're gonna start this off with some relations manifestations that we gonna hear to right now about these boundaries of mine laid out clear as day. No shade, but I am framed, structured for destruction. 10 toes down with my lines on the ground, waiting for you to try to sway me before, but not today, you see. Come get this smoke you came for. You knew this when you drew to me. The borders you were intruding would lead this queen to rain fire on thee. For you can still hear the screams of those who came before you, intruding my integrity so disrespectfully. They throwing they stones so ineffectively, they just giving me rocks and boulders to climb up and over. It's just taking me higher, making me stronger, my feet on your shoulders, and I'm flying over the fires, running my fingertips through the ashes of the burnt up bastards that came casting they stones. But I'm building bridges with their bones, lotus flowers over graves that paves the way to my throne. Licking my fingertips with reverence, spitting my life sentence. It's solid and I'm solid. Don't come at me sidestepping or wildin'. My reign devours soul-sucking cowards. Like a dragon or a goddess Durga, I spit fire for fun. I put words in a gun and rain down on anyone coming to try to capitalize on the demise of my mind or my tribe. I'm standing tall for mines, protected behind these lines that catch fire if messed with. So be wise, not reckless. Fucking with me, you better bring that live and let live perspective, or I'll take all them stones you throw and grow into a monster. You better watch it.
Yeah. Welcome to Louis Wood, baby. Where your dreams can come true. Holy shit.
They running, we gunning. From the bottom to the top, make something out of nothing. Up the ground, we hustling. We getting to the money, you better get a ducking. Spray the scene with the Draco. Nobody make a move unless we say so. Blood in, blood out. Y'all rock out, we all about getting dough. 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 We get the bag, we snatch the bag. If you don't drop it, I'ma pick it up. Don't get twisted, we on the mission. We in this game to rip it up. Get rich and buck, you crony stuck. We in the strip club throwing bands. Holla at my fam, Mac. I need about 4 of them. Hey, we up, I'm back. Let's stack, get racks.
Get them racks.
Fade whack, off tack, retract, bring back, pull up in the line. About to get this shit lit. Everybody with me rich and haters ain't spinning shit. Hey, make it flip, you know the rules. Slice it up, make it do what it do. Ooh, 100 bands when we land in the Grand. King Zeus, promo queen, that's another 100 bands. Let's count it. They running, we gunning. From the bottom to the top, make something out of nothing. Up the ground, we hustling. We getting to the money, you better get a ducking. Spray the scene with the Draco. Nobody make a move unless we say so. Blood in, blood out. Y'all rock out, we all about getting dough. 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 We all about getting dough.
Make it flip, you know the rules. We getting it, we light it up. Ooh, we getting it. 100 bands when we land. Ooh, we getting it. Now that's another 100 bands, fam.
I'm all about the dough. These clowns are way too slow. I'm about to treat your hoe to this dick that's status quo. Cash out be popping, yo. Bank account on overflow. They ballin' out that bro. We bringin' in overload. We got them packs and them bitches hitting like hit 'em, man. We in the loop where you're too real, you might get banned. Call me son of Sam. 44 in my hand. Decapitate anybody trying to take my spam. We get this cash. If you don't like, you kiss my ass. Hey, we in the club and we beating shit down. Tab open all night long, so start the next round. We clown. They running, we gunning. From the bottom to the top, make something out of nothing. Up the ground, we hustling. We getting to the money, you better get a ducking. Spray the scene with the Draco. Nobody nigga move unless we say so. Blood in, blood out. Yeah, we all about getting dough. 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 Make it flip, you know the rules. Slice it up, ooh. 100 bands when we land, ooh. Ooh, now that's another 100 bands, fam. Yeah, we are back on the Philosophy Show. It's 12:30 here in the Lou. I hope y'all are ready to open up your minds and talk some philosophies with me and the council. We got some people running late, but my homeboy Saint Floyd in this bitch. What's up, Saint Floyd?
Yeah. What up, though, Saint Floyd?
All day. We also waiting on Ray Lay Down the Truth to come in, but you know what? I got my peoples on the motherfucking line. The Red Boys!
Yeah.
All day. I know we got, hey, introduce yourself to our supporters, man. And we got 2 of the Wreck Boys on there, on here today, all the way from the East Coast and in the Southeast. Tell them your name so I won't get it wrong, and then let them know what you do and get into some promotion, man.
All right, you already know what it is. Listen, I'm the DJ Red Boy Shot. You know, one half of the Red Boys, and I'm in the building. You know, New York, stand up. We in the building.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got Mr. Pretty much I know the marketing, promotion, and all the business side of entertainment companies running the podcast and that business.
Nice.
That's what's up.
Nice.
Good.
So, tell us how y'all came together.
Oh, this is funny. Oh, so Shad was away on vacation and shit, and I knew his sister, wife, and Tony Lasso running around the hood talking smack to people and shit. His sister one day threatened me with Shad. Yeah, when my brother come back from vacation, come see me and shit. So I'm like, alright, so now the perception around the town is like this, you got a name for yourself around the town. So I'm thinking it's gonna be some dude come home from vacation, mad swollen, mad big, and they come home and they're like, that's Shad. And I'm like, that's it. I thought he was big.
Wow.
That's how we met, real quick. Am I right, Shad? No, that's it. 100, we started a bond from there. We played a lot of sports together, basketball. And, I was in and out of the street heavy. And, first was young and doing the things we did. I ended up catching another vacation. And in the process of catching that vacation, we had all these names for a music thing. We had to do some early recording. I had to go sit down for a little while, and then when I popped back up, I was focused like cutting on the music thing. I tapped back in with my baby brother, and we built Catching Records together from there. So we're actually we really from the ground up, mud up. So now here we are.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what's up. Shit.
All right. All day. Yeah, I know. Yes, sir.
I don't know. They might need their mics. I'm not sure.
What you say?
I'm still here.
Explain to us what the REC and Wreck Boys.
You kind of low. I heard something.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got it.
Did you hear me?
Nah, I heard the question, but just barely. The REC started from, like I said, we played a lot of basketball together, and our code for going to, demolish whoever is on the court was rec. We're going to catch some rec, and it started years before we even thought about doing music together. And then when we did venture off into music, we were searching for a name for about six months, and then it hit Chris like, "Yo, let's just do Catch Wreck," and I'm like, "Oh yeah, Catch and Wreck," and he was like, "Yeah, either or." And then from there, that's what it was. It was more so a little slang that we used, and what's crazy is that not knowing later on that the REC would turn into Reach and Everything Concealed.
Ah.
And that's kind of pretty much been our journey. Anything that we thought could happen, anything that we could imagine in our mind that could happen, we actually made it happen. So it fits with us. There's no adjectives, there's no BS. What you see, and what you hear is what we are.
Oh, dang. I like that.
That's what's up. It's real life made up. Made up. That's what I call it. Real life, no made up.
Yeah, he said it's real life, no made up. Yeah. We can hear you. It's all good. No, you can't hear us? Can you not hear us? Or we? Hello?
But, I don't know.
Can you hear us? Can you? Yeah, I can hear y'all. We can hear y'all. Can you hear us?
Oh, okay. Now we hear you guys.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, it's all good. We can hear y'all. We hear y'all loud and clear.
Nice.
All right.
And then from there, Chris took it to the next level as using the REC as really a jumping point for like positive acronyms, affirmations, and he ran with that, and that's what it's been ever since.
Okay. All right. I like that. All right, man. So with that being said, man, the point of the Philosophy Show, man, we like to get people on here that's in the game, in the industry, and especially if you're doing some positive things and doing good things, been in the game for a long time, some people want to know how you get down and like your philosophy. So we in the game to elevate. So last week we discussed the business of entertainment with who we have. We had Big V from Nappy Roots on here, man, and he dropped some good gems. So if y'all want to listen to that recording and want to see the visual, go on Soldier by Blood Television or go on the Philosophy Show on Facebook and check that out. But we finna keep it moving because this week we gonna be talking business relationships. You know what I'm saying? The philosophy of how you deal with the relationships in the business, man. And I'm gonna start off with DJ Wreck Boy Shad. When you hear business relationships, what does that mean to you specifically?
Business relationships is it's very important. It's business relationships, and then you got personal relationships, and so you know what I'm saying? So
Exactly.
it's important personal relationships. Business relationships is with any relationship. What comes to mind is being true to your word. Don't bite off nothing more than you can chew, and whatever you say, you're gonna do.
Okay. All right. Same question, brother.
So for me, business relationship is just like the whole network that you build within you doing what you're doing. So like with us, like we're able to do what we're doing through the network we built from the Catch and Record thing. As far as from our artists and everybody we met, all the different shows we've done, all the shows we've been a part of, and we build a relationship with those guys, and that's this is what people mess it up. They can't distinguish the business from friendship.
Man, Mr. Catch Rex said that shit right on motherfucking on deck.
Oh yeah.
Man.
A business to make money, you know what I'm saying? So that's where the friendship and the business is different. You know what I mean? We in this business relationship to make money, hopefully for each other. You know what I'm saying? It's not at least one supporting the other. Each other supporting each other in whatever endeavor they're doing.
All day. Excuse me. We got Daddy Rich just stepped into place. What's up, Daddy Rich?
Yo, feels good to be here, man. What a wonderful night, my brother.
All
Feels
day.
great.
Appreciate it, brother. We got DJ Catch Wreck and then DJ Wreck Boy Shine on the line. We got DJ Wreck Boy Shy. You from NYC? What part?
Well, I'm in upstate. Mr. Cat Records from New York too. He's originally from New York. He's from.
Oh, okay.
He's from Brooklyn.
All right,
So
I'm mixing it
he's
up.
from Florida. And right now, I'm in upstate New York. I'm about an hour and a half, hour 40 minutes out from, the city that never sleeps.
Okay.
But, I mean,
All
New
day.
York, in the building. Either way,
Right.
By Brooklyn to Florida or whatever, Either way.
All day, every day. And so wait a minute, man. I got DJ Rick Boy Shot. That's you. That's Chris. Cause am I getting it mixed up?
Nah, Mr. Catch Rex is Chris. Yeah, Mr. Catch Rex is Chris.
Okay.
Shot is Shot.
Okay, I got it right then. Okay, all right. So who in Orlando?
That's me, Chris. Mr. Catch Rex.
Mr. Cat, right? Okay, got you. No, that's what I said. I thought I mixed it up. Okay, I'm just making sure. All right, man. I'm gonna pass the question to Daddy Rich, man. When you hear business relationship, what does that mean to you specifically?
Strictly business. Nothing personal ever. You know what I'm saying? We have to come to terms with and we have to show this new generation on how to do that. And just maintain a business character. You know what I'm saying? And
Business
I don't mean character
etiquette.
in the bad, but yeah, etiquette. We gotta teach them business etiquette as we was talking about last night.
Okay. All right. Look like we got Ray Lay Down the Truth coming in. All right. So for me, man, when it comes to business relationships, as far as what that means to me specifically, we gon' my philosophy is we can't. This is for real, and it's everything y'all said too, but we can't have a relationship unless the business is right. That's just like one of my rules of business relationships, because that's what it is. It's a business relationship. So it's just like what they said on the phone. If your word ain't your word, then that's bad business.
Bad business.
You know what I'm saying?
Bad business.
That's bad business. If and it comes, you can't, each person is different. So you can't, it's not, some rules are rules, and I think one of those, that rule, it should be in everybody's rule book. Yeah. If your word ain't your word, then we can't do business. And I ain't talking about one mistake. After two, I might be looking at you crazy. It all depends on the first mistake. You know what I'm saying? It might have something to do with that, but at the same time, it starts with business and it ends with business when it comes to business relationship. All right, we got Ray Lay Down the Truth in the building. Let me get her. What up, Ray Lay?
What up, Ray?
Just living life, man, trying to figure it out.
That's what we heard from.
I can dig it.
Go ahead and introduce yourself to the supporters and
people we have on the phone.
Yeah, I'm Ray Lady on the Truth. Most of y'all know me as STO poet out here. I also, me and my guy also have People's Choice television channel. Yeah. And yeah, we be out here doing shows and recording, and I'm nominated for. I won the Yours Awards Poet of the Year.
Oh yeah.
And, I'm also nominated again for a award show in June that's coming up on the 4th at the Grandel Theater. And yeah, for people that don't know, People's Choice is a television channel exclusively for STO artists, raw talent. We're trying to support our local artists and our local businesses out here in St. Louis and give them a platform. So yeah, that's what we're doing. You can download the app through your Roku television. Just go to Add Channel, search People's Choice, and then add it. Or you can go to any Play Store, Apple or Google, and download the app for free. Look at it for free, and see what St. Louis has got going on. You know.
All day. That's what I'm talking about. So we got DJ Rick Boy Shard on the line, and we got Mr. Catch Rick on the line. Both from the East Coast, one in Orlando right now, and one upstate New York. You know how we do it on the Philosophy Show. We finna talk about some good shit. To catch you up, Ray Lay. Last week we discussed business entertainment with Big V, and with Big V from Nappy Roots. He dropped some good gems to us, and I think I talked to you about that yesterday. Yeah. And then, so that was last week. This week we talking business relationship. So I asked everybody except St. Floyd, but after her, if you want to answer, you can, or we'll go to the next question. When it comes to business relationships, what does that mean to you specifically?
Oh man, so I'm learning as I go. Honestly, this wasn't something that was really taught to me. Most of my people, they clocked in for the man. They didn't have their own business and didn't have to entertain their own business relationships. Mm-hmm. They kept it real cordial because when you're working for the man, you kind of got to be, right? And you'll put up with a lot of stuff that you wouldn't per se in your own business, right?
True.
When you're the own CEO or boss of your own business, certain things you're not going to tolerate. And, it's to be respected. I kind of feel like, you should advocate for your business. And if somebody is not doing business the way that you want, you have the right to not do business with them. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But I'm really just learning as I go because I try to see the best in people, and sometimes to a fault. Sometimes I trust people to a fault, and I think that they're good-hearted people and they want to see everybody eat. And then I'm misled by, you just trying to feed yours. And that's not a good business relationship because I'm all about fair exchange, fair trade, fair business deals, not highway robbery in any aspect, and I don't care what it is. I feel like we could probably work together and do some really cool shit if you're willing, but understand people are going to be people and they're going to be themselves all day. It's about finding people you think you can deal with and the shit that they bring, good and bad, and making it happen because everybody's got that. Everybody's got a good aspect and a bad aspect to them. You know what I mean? Whether it's relationship or business. So just kind of feeling like what you can deal with and build with that and move on. Sometimes you just got to burn bridges though. Mm-hmm.
So my question with that, no, go ahead. You want to speak on that?
Yeah, she's absolutely right. I'm a strong believer in sometimes you gotta burn the bridges. You gotta everything that she said was spot on.
Oh, dang.
No, I just want to let her know.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm learning, man.
So I got a question, and I'm gonna ask you, St. Floyd. So when it comes to your business, you know what I'm saying? What is the philosophy of you moving in the direction that you want to move in? What's the philosophy on that?
I'm a logical person. It got to make sense. And it doesn't, sometimes it's not monetary sense, but it has to make sense I know when I'm up to bat and it's my time to make a decision, it has to be the right decision for the company. Mm-hmm. And I think that's why me and my partner work so well together, because we know that we always put the company above us individually. You get what I'm saying? He does his own hosting thing, I do my own DJing thing. There's a lot of separation, but when it comes to us speaking up on the business side, and we're fortunate enough to have partners, so we can give and go. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I could be like, nah, you handle this, and I'm assured that he's gonna make the basket. You get what I'm saying? But just like when it's my turn to take the shot, I know that everything that I do has to be in the best interest of the brand.
All day.
So that's what works for me. It doesn't, like I said, it doesn't always have to be money. It doesn't, but it has to be a benefit on both sides. Some people might see that benefit for the money as something that's very important for them right now. Mm-hmm. At this point in time, it might not be that important for me right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I could do an event and slap Catch and Wreck Entertainment on it and do it at a discount price, or just do it for free, which will be a monetary thing for the other person. But the fact that I'm doing it is I'll get it back on the back end later on. It's good for the brand. You know what I'm saying? And not every situation is like that. People will do when they know your heart is like that.
Right.
That's what works for me.
Let me so, because I want, for people out here listening, I want them to understand, because I think a lot of people don't get this part of the business relationship, period. So would you say it's true that, because you said it's DJ Rec Boy Shy and DJ Catch Rec, y'all two run the business, right? Y'all bounce off each other, so it's your surroundings when it comes to the business. If you ain't around the right people, or you not aligned with the right people, you're gonna get your head bust. Because some people.
Let me say
go ahead, my bad.
I think this is where everybody messes up, and this is in any relationship. You gotta know what you want out of the relationship. You know what I'm saying? People want so much, but they don't know what steps they gotta take to get to what they want. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And then they place expectations on other people without knowing what they want from that person. You know what I'm saying? And this goes on in business all the time. It's like, you got people around you, but you're not putting them to the use that they're good at, because you're just asking for what you want at that time. You know what I mean? People don't, like Shah said, people not thinking about the business. They're just thinking about right now, right here, right then and there. But they can't without knowing what's the goal, what's the start. What are you doing the business for? And where do you plan on taking it?
Mm-hmm. That's real. Man, you get a clap on that right there. And the thing is, and that's why I respect you saying you learning, because we all learn. You know what I'm saying? We all still learning, and I know, like, this, what you going through, I done been through about 4 times. You know what I'm saying? Through 7 years. I ain't gonna speak on it personally, but just knowing that I see it coming before it comes. I step out of situations because I already see the same thing. It's really easy if you look at it.
Yeah.
Everybody is doing the same thing. Y'all two artists, right?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? We podcasters, all of us podcasters, we all doing the same thing. So number one, you better know that. So you can call it what you want, friendly, all this shit. The egos are there because somebody want to be the best. It might not be you. It might not be the person next to you, but somebody.
That's what messed it up.
Yeah, right there.
The ego.
Yes.
Yeah, my bad.
No, you're right, but that's what I'm getting at, because it's just more than us talking about it and saying, "Oh, no, this is happening. This is real. It's psychology. It's really psychology. It really is. The group think."
dealing with people is. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. For real.
And ourselves too.
Yeah,
Don't forget us.
To figure it out within you. Yeah. Yeah.
Don't forget we dealing with ourselves too, because we're so passionate about what we doing that sometimes we're looking to like he said, we are projecting what we want on some other people that ain't even on what we own.
That's it.
They not even capable of it.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's not even in them. We looking for something that's not even in them.
Yes. Go ahead, my bad.
For us, it's the other side of the coin, right?
Yes, sir.
We come from the street.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So we realize in the street, we can't hit numbers without having people doing stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like people working. So we came into this entertainment thing with that same mindset. Like, yo, listen, it powers the numbers. The only way we could expand this is getting people to be involved. You know what I mean? So then we do the incorporation, we do the tax ID, we do all this and all that, and then start reaching out to other companies in the neighborhood, other businesses, and type of stuff, and tell them like, yo, listen, you don't gotta go get incorporated now. Through our incorporation, we could incorporate you, and you go own your business. They looking now the ego coming, right? The ego's like, I'm not gonna be underneath you. And in reality, that's how all these big corporate companies. Let's keep it music, right?
Yes.
Half of these entertainment companies are owned by the big three. Def Jam, and like let's keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's only 3 major companies, and all the other record labels are under all of them others. So somebody is working for somebody, but they just have their own company. And once people get like, even this was going on here right now. Like this is more popular than what everybody knows. Like we talking to people in St. Louis. You talking to people in New York and in Florida. You know what I mean? We touching different people, you know what I mean? Because my people probably won't talk with you if they see your shit posted on the page. But being that we posted it, they're gonna check it out and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? This is where the power, this is where the numbers that we talk about coming in. People can't see that.
Some people can.
Yeah. So but right there, that's the answer, right? That's the answer. We all know that this the answer. So if we know this the answer and we see the problem, this what I want me and you to connect on is stop dealing with people that's not on it and then reach out to people that's on it, and then that's how you continue. It's not going to happen overnight. That's number one.
Right.
So my thoughts is always on my kids. So whatever trail I'm blazing that they ain't got to go through, I can connect my kids with DJ Rick Shop and who his kids. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because this is what we doing right now. You know what I'm saying? So cut out these clowns, especially when you see them. And if you keep bumping your head, this is for you people, individual. I had to do this myself. You keep bumping your head, you might need to change your surroundings. Because somebody leading you to bump your head if you ain't believing it's you. Or you just busting your head.
Low key setting you up for failure, like you said.
Subconsciously or not.
Yo, you're right.
It's subconsciously or not.
Yep, you're sure right.
It's just what it is. And it's nobody's fault but yours if you don't figure it out.
And you keep seeing it. You're ignoring it, and you setting yourself up.
A big part
you
of
can't
this
ignore it.
is knowing who you dealing with and they ceilings, because they ceilings ain't your ceilings.
That's so true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man, god damn.
And that's the only way to get out the box is identify who you dealing with and what their capabilities are and what they're not capable of. The biggest part is what they're not capable of.
Yeah.
You don't want to project
capabilities onto them that they don't have.
Exactly.
Well, that should be
a
point. Like when I apologize.
Oh, go ahead.
When somebody's doing business, then what people should do then is look, what are we not looking to get out of it? And what are we looking to get out of it?
Yeah.
Right? And if we can agree on them, then we could probably move forward in business.
Damn right.
You know?
You should.
Yeah.
You know, in school we just always taught the way the pros and cons.
Communication is key.
What was the diagram that they used to use back? The Venn diagram? Am I saying that right?
I don't
Venn
know.
diagram where
That's
they
so
drew
long
the
ago,
circles.
Compare and
compare and contrast. I think it's the Venn diagram. You know where you
bringing it back, boy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I guess it's just working with the educational system, but you know, things transfer from whether we're doing podcasts, rapping, we doing banking, we doing street stuff. Some things do transfer. Some skills still apply everywhere you go. You know what I'm saying? So that's a better view when I say that, the Venn diagram, compare and contrast, because you're going to have what we have in common down the middle, and you're going to have left to right what we have in common and what we don't have in common, you know, where our differences are, you know what I'm saying?
Because you want different things at the table.
Exactly.
We don't want to be bringing the same thing to the table.
True that.
You know, I mean.
It got to fit, though.
Right, it got to make sense. Like he was saying, it's got to make sense.
It got to make sense.
At that point, y'all know your expectations, right? You know what you expect from each other. And that's what I was alluding to earlier. By knowing where you start and where you take, you got to know what you expect of the individuals around you and what are they capable of doing, what you're getting ready to ask for. If not, you need to find, if you really, really want to work with that person, what are they good at?
Right.
Yeah, it's funny that you said that, because everybody that we deal with, well, not everybody, there's a few that people have had shaky interactions with. And it's weird because the interactions that were shaky were because you expected more than what they were capable of doing.
Yep. True.
You
don't put,
I know when you do business, you don't put nothing more on your plate than what we expect you to do. You know what I'm saying? So we know we're not expecting you to do some Superman shit if you just rob it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's okay.
Yeah.
But at some point in time, like, it comes down to you and you understanding, you know, who's good at what. Like Chris was saying, who's good at what and who's not good at everything else.
Oh, dang. All right, I like that, man. Y'all making me feel good. I need to it. Because sometimes, man, I'm going to be honest with you. Being in this game, because I'm a passionate individual, and I'm fairly, 7 years in is fairly new. About 10 years, I consider myself seasoned in promotion and doing what I'm doing right now. I'm definitely not talking down. I love what I'm doing. This is love. I love this shit. But my point is, when I went to the military, I was still living, I was a soldier before I went to the military. So everything they taught me was really, I already knew that shit. I was already living by that code. I just was doing it with retardos. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real. I was doing it with retardos. Sorry, they wasn't about shit. They wasn't, I'm out here, I'm ready to do this shit. I need to be around motherfuckers that want to do some real shit.
Real talk.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I figured that out. Like doing this shit, I'm like, damn, am I tripping? Am I thinking wrong? Right. Do I supposed to be doing like I'm thinking I'm supposed to be doing? Because a lot of these motherfuckers is like, don't fuck with me or don't like me. Then I start thinking like, why am I tripping off what the fuck they thinking about anyway? This my business. I gotta make this work. Fuck y'all if y'all ain't about the same thing I'm on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I just won't work with you either.
I've invested too much into myself type shit to let you deter anything,
No, but my experiences over the years of lessons was that you have people who are fish out of water, and you get to a certain level, and as you're elevating, the basics is easy. But once you get to elevating, people start to get scared. That fear start to spike. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes people self-sabotage because, okay, this is new grounds. I feel uncomfortable. Yeah. But in order to get to where we trying to get, you're going to have to come out that comfort zone.
Better be
You better be thinking,
That's how you
best
grow.
To be
growing ain't comfortable. Growing ain't comfortable.
Okay, that's the evidence of you breaking new ground.
And just trip off this though. I'm gonna say this real quick, because this is where the philosophy and the psychotic come in. Some people that self-sabotage bring stress on whoever next to you. Whoever you doing that event with. Whoever blah, blah, blah.
They
So
project that on the
I'm
next
peeping
person.
it. I ain't got, nah, we keep moving. Rain, who care about the rain until the day?
But they're going to expose themselves because guess what? The same circumstance is going to keep reoccurring in your presence. And guess who the common denominator is? You know what I'm saying? If you always having riffraffs and it's always you. You know what I'm saying? Like over and over and over again. What's the common denominator? You better smarten up and move because
quick.
they're your opposition.
Move quick.
Yep.
Tell 'em.
No, but you also, hold on. People got to realize too, like, there's a job for everybody, right? So just because you can't do this specific type of business with this person, don't mean that there's not something for them to do.
True.
Later on down the line, or something different in that thing too. You know what I mean? As the business owner or the CEO of your company, you gotta see what. At some point, and this is fucked up to say, people, you know, take it as a please, but you gotta see where you can use people as well.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because you're running a business, and this dude might not be good in the printer, but he might be good running the mail. You know what I mean? But you want to do the printer because the printer makes 50 cents more an hour. Yo, my man, you got to figure out how to relay it to him. Like, yo, this is the position for you.
What you saying, man?
Yeah. You got to make sure everybody know their place. Everybody has value. Everybody has value somewhere.
Yeah.
That's how every company thinks, or any label think to me.
See, and this is,
You know.
this is where being Chris, we'll get into a little. This is where the partnership and the balance comes in at. Because me, I don't have no time for that.
Right.
Yo, listen, you want to do yesterday's shit, right? You want to do yesterday's shit thinking that you're going to be on the next level movement. That doesn't work for me. Like I said, when it comes to this, it's logic. We can't be doing $1,000 shit and thinking we're going to make millions and millions of dollars.
Right.
And when you're with people who or you're surrounded by people who are stuck in, like, you're doing the same thing over and over again, and there's no movement forward. Like, just look at the people that are moving forward. Do you think that they were
Preach,
doing the same
goddammit.
thing they were doing 5 years ago? Nah. So now you got to change you got to figure it out.
Yeah.
Like, you really got to figure it out. And and my point in life anyway, I don't have the luxury to help people figure it out if they can figure it out.
Right. Hey, I'm putting my hand. I'm on your more of the spectrum, and that's real. And I can truly, honest say that and don't give a fuck because I do fuck with people. I show love. So if I don't fuck with you business wise and it's business wise,
Self-reflect.
hey, I am about business first. Sorry. You know what I'm saying? So that is, man. I'm glad you said that, bro, because I need to hear. I know my boy St. Floyd he be having my back.
All right.
But the stress of going through that shit on the regular is just like what you say, though. And I believe exactly what you say. Let me finish this. If it's around you, the common denominator is you. So I have to make those moves or keep them around me.
Right.
It's chess, not checkers.
Absolutely.
So go ahead, brother, please. I want to just say that, man. Y'all got me feeling good, man. It's my therapy. All day.
It's crazy because everybody will look from the outside in at, yo, each of you guys are doing, each of us are doing. It's like, yo, it's easy. The perception is like, yo, this is just easy. People are doing these podcasts, doing music, producing, videography, whatever. And the perception of sometimes how good we do when we do, everybody thinks they can do it. You know what I mean? And I always go back to, I always tell everybody when my parents would tell me, it was easy, everybody would be doing it.
Yeah. It's true. And it looked like everybody doing it, though.
It looks like they are, but you can see the separation in what you're doing compared to what everybody else is doing.
True.
You know what I mean? The looks of it, how it sounds, you know what I mean? Different type of stuff that excels you to the next plateau.
All day. That's real. And that's another thing that I want to put out there, too. Because everything we go through, I go through that shit. Who gives a fuck that somebody else is doing what you do? You know what I'm saying? I had to get that through my head because people that came into my camp stole my ideas and took them somewhere else. Because I'm a thinker. I'm always thinking of better ways to promote, better ways to do this, better ways to do this. Next show, what can we get to get people to come out? That's just my mental on that shit. So if I got a team, I'm gonna be talking to my team. If I got a plan for you, I got a plan for you. If it's a crew, we got a plan to do something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I just see people use who I don't fuck with, use my plan, or it just spread out the thing. But the good thing about it still works for the artist. But it doesn't always work for the business. Cause why ain't we doing this together? If you biting my shit, why ain't we coming together? We got resources, right? Yeah.
Because we know not everybody can work together. That's the real truth.
It ain't about business.
You know, and
that's the point.
And more people would probably fuck with each other on a level of being able to put like personal differences aside.
It ain't about the business. That's point blank. Because if it's about the business, what did Rick Boy, Shot, and Catch Rick say? They make decisions that's best for the business, not your personal shit.
But hear me out. That's hard because sometimes them lines blur.
That's why I say it ain't about the business.
No, but it is though. You know my situation right now.
Not personally. Not your own personal business. I'm talking about in the general schemes. It's not about the business. Because if it was, that's why I say we're dumb. Either we dumb or we stupid because we keep saying the same shit over and over. That's how I look at it. Because if you keep saying the same shit over and over and we know the answer, then we either dumb or stupid. So I'm trying to find a good answer to say. It's not about the business. It can't be.
You know what my philosophy is, Tweezy? It's either all business or it's all bullshit. Ain't no gray area with New York. Either it's all business or it's all bullshit.
That's it.
What do you mean by all business, though? Because, like, define
What's
that.
best for the business?
Your brand? Are you talking about business or brand? Because that can be kind of misconstrued right there.
To me, it's all the same. Your brand is your business. So you're going to do what's in the best interest of your business. Not yourself, the business. Because the business is a wider spectrum and it's bigger than you. And when you understand that the business is bigger than you, like Rec Boy and them said, you will do what's best for the business every time. And, we talked last night. I came from corporate, and I was able to watch how a room full of people who have differences. Leave that outside the door. We discussing this topic, how we gonna move, what's our plan, and we move. But as you say, people be people and weird as fuck.
Yeah.
That is the truest thing that I started to see about this business we're in. You know what I'm saying? It's in entertainment. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, they change like the weather.
But being in corporate,
it's not even that though. We're the weirdos.
You ain't lying.
Everybody else thinks it's okay. We the weird ones. Be okay with being the weird ones.
Yeah.
Everybody else thinks everything else is going on is okay. And
Yeah.
obviously it's not.
That's what I'm saying. It's
What
not.
What he said.
Hey.
It's not. It's not okay, man.
Yeah. But I mean, be the weird one. Be okay
Right.
with being the weird one.
Be the weird one. I'm
It's the run of the
okay.
mill. You seen the pain? We've all seen the pictures where everybody is going one way and then the one guy is going the other way.
Yep.
Like, it's okay to be the weirdo. You get what I'm saying? No, because people, when you say, "Nah, what you're doing is weird," they look at you funny. But you already know, in all actuality, there's a million of them, and maybe 100 of you. So who's the weird one?
Look,
And that's why we
sheep
find
look at a goat funny.
hey, that's it, right?
Okay, so I got this last question for this segment, man, so we can move on. You gonna be ready for right out the book, Daddy Rich? All right. So I'm gonna holler at Mr. Catch Wreck. This for you, man. In the grand scheme of things, when talking business overall, are there more friends or are there just associations and relationships?
You know, it's crazy that you asked me this shit first. Because I categorize everybody.
All day.
Like when I meet you, I categorize you in like where you're gonna be in my network of pieces. You know what I mean? And that's how I place people on their characteristics, what they say they're gonna do over time. You got things that I put you on my thing. Shad be looking at me like I'm crazy. Be like, yo, reach out to son. I'm like, nah, I didn't get that vibe. I don't think he that type of dude, so I didn't even save his number. You know what I mean? Like, you don't even make my phone if I don't think we can do some type of business.
All day.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't got, like Sean said, to that point, even though I'm the type of person where if I'm around you and I know you, I'll help you and I'll try to help you find a way, you know what I mean? But if I don't know you, I'm not going to lose people. I'm not trying to show somebody lose the way.
All
You know
day.
what I mean? Unless they got it in them already. Like, if I end up meeting them and they got it, then yeah, we can go. But if it's somebody that I just met and somebody like, yo, he does X, Y, and Z, but I don't feel it, I don't move on.
All
You
day.
know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. DJ Rec Boy Shad.
It's weird because, and this is the yin and yang between us. Like anybody that I know a lot of people who do music. I know a lot of people who do entertainment stuff, and you know they approach us, and that's where my philosophy comes in. Like, yo, dude, if you still doing that old stuff, I can't really deal with you, but I'm more willing than my partner to, or I'm not even gonna say willing. Sometimes he calls it naiveness, and it be because I be so focused on what I got going on that I be like, yo, hit this person up, and then, like I said, the balance. He'd be like, yeah, well, that's not a good vibe, this, that, and the third. And 9 times out of 10, that's what it is.
Okay.
So, like I said, I'm fortunate enough, and I think our brand is fortunate enough that we in sync and in link to the point to where, you know, I cover his weaknesses and he covers my weaknesses.
All day.
So it's always the right decision is always being put forth.
Yes,
And I gotta stress the fact that you gotta know what you're willing and what you're able to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like I do a lot of the technical stuff, and he's not willing or able to do it, so I handle it. I know that has to be done right. I'm not willing to do the marketing and the network and returning phone calls and all that other good stuff. So he handles that because he's great at that. That's what he does. So I know that if somebody hits me up and is like, yo, I got a business proposition, it sounds good to me, I'm be like, all right, well, hit Chris. They'd be like, yeah, but you just said it was good. And I'm like, yeah, I know what I said, but hit Chris. And then Chris will hit me like, yo, you told such and such to hit me? Yeah. And then I run it down to him, and he'll be like, all right, I'll get back to you. And you know what I'm saying? And then there's other things like, yo, he'll send me a video, so I need this, this, and this, and this stuff. And be like, all right, bet. And then that's it. He knows, you know, within whatever time period he gave me to get it to him, he's going to get it to him. You know, so like I said, not everybody has that other partner. And if you don't, look for one. It's hard, but look for one. Look for one.
All day.
Real.
Or a network of people. Like what the whole thing is talking about. Build business relationships with people to where you could, y'all could benefit from each other. Because at the end of the day, it's about growing together, whoever you're working with. And everybody think it's monetary value. You know what I mean? When you're building a brand, you got to build the awareness of it as well. Everything that comes behind it. You're going to be spending a lot of money before you make money. And I think that's what people don't realize.
All day. I like it, man. Y'all did that, man. Hey, we about to go to a break real quick on that note, man, because we've been talking. Hey, shout out.
What's up?
Man, shout out to our sponsors, Cash Raw Tees Kitchen and Exotic Happy Mobile. Boy, I tell this services, man.
Yeah.
Before we go this break, though, we're going to my people's Daddy Rich, man. We got the segment called Right Out the Book. You got to give us some of that words out the motherfucking book, man.
Right out the book, man. Y'all always give me a great segue into the verses that I choose. And I always meditate on what's the best verse and the message to give. And y'all, and every time I come in here, without us talking about it, it's always a great segue into the verse. The verse I choose today, coming right out the book, is Romans 12:2, and it reads as thus: "Do not conform to the patterns of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is, His good, pleasing, and perfect will."
Hey.
And that's right out the book.
That is I literally posted on my Facebook stories, "Do not conform to the patterns of this world." This morning. See, boy, thank you.
That's how you know he working for real, man. That's how you know he gave that to me.
Okay.
You know, and it's
It was
just
in the
talking
ethers,
about.
It was.
Was you?
Transformation, man. You know, I want people to understand that change and transformation is two different things.
Yeah.
Anything could be changed, and then it could be changed again. True. But when you talk about transformation, that's an inner change. You know, that affects your outward look on everything.
Yeah. That's some hard, good shit right there, man. On that note, we're gonna be right back, man. Y'all stay tuned to the Philosophy Show
with the council. Yeah,
man.
What a great show last night.
Y'all wanna see a dead body?
Six.
Right. Nah. Damn, niggas can't spit like this. Like this. Look. If they talking, just know I'm the topic. I sit at the top, so the throne is my seat. I am the rap god, trap god. Make you rappers come and bow at my feet. I'm on her backside, that fat side. And you know I make her come when I beat. Fuck with me, you get baptized like rabbis. Even Jesus had to handle his beef on this road. I'm chosen, I know I be safe with this pole like Moses. How you gon' hate in my song when you quoting? Nobody is coming to see you la oldest. My heart is a kid, but my mind a la older. Pop that little pussy, it's foaming like soda. Step in this bitch feeling like a iota. I pledge to me, I'ma die like a soldier. Don't fuck with no snakes, I chop me a cobra. Bitch, I'm a prophet. I keep the bills, got me feeling like Cosby. I just be kicking it, feel like Miyagi. Not a vice lord, but I feel like I'm mighty. Powerful, strong, I feel like a titan. Up in that pussy, you feel like I'm fighting. I stand on my money, I feel like a giant. You talking that shit, probably got you divided. Yes, I'm a god, majesty for your highness. Said I'm a god, once again I remind it. If you cut up, got some shit for your lining. I'm like a rhinoceros mixed with a lion. I might be ugly, my dick is the finest. Fuck her so good, now my bitch steady whining. Adding these dollars, I'm not good with minors. I'm schooling you niggas, please get the assignment.
Best rap alive. Malcolm X whip all black. Niggas wanna break, they better call Shaq. I give them headshots, cause niggas all cap. That was 2 lines. Like I paused that, this is God's will. They on all flats, and I keep a tech. Man, it's all black like Rasheed Wallace with a small patch.
6.
I make them talk to God, we call it hallelujah. Big piece on me, this the heart of Buddha. I give them chest shots and we in order who to stop a nigga dream. We call it Martin Luther. They ain't got drive. Niggas bought a Uber, I copped the ET and this a Martian shooter. I had to trade my keys, I let my daughter shoot ya. I never liked y'all, I'm in the corporate future with a night mask. Purple suture, did a drive-by and I bought a Uber. Leave your shoes red, I bring a Sonic to you. Man, my flow sick, I bring the vomit to you. Whip presidential, bring Obama to you. Shot it 35 and you are not a kook. I put ice on them, I'm a hockey too. The bitch, I'm here now and we ain't talking Luther. Drop by Vendra, make them talk to Luther. Fuck your DJ, I bring the drama to you. Call me Sector, I send the rocket to you. Yeah. I been a guy, you got your name first. But I'ma tell them what God did beneath 5 minutes like a J verse 6.
This a dynamic duel, we cannot be beat. This going in history like Booker T. I'm proud, paid, persistent with peace. Punish the pussy, I'm pushing the beat. Get to the money like hookers in streets. Need me a crown like the root of my teeth. The way that I talk got them looking at me. You niggas elementary, I graduated, I'm complete. Got my mind, got God, got my 9 on my side. That's the holy trinity, never know who enemies. My bitch said she gon' take the dick, damn I'm rolling with a thief, This joint hot, I'm a whiz on these beats like I'm rolling with Khalifa. Damn.
Hey, niggas do it good, but I do it better. Hear no evil, see no evil. Bitch, I call it Helen Keller. Kill, keep a knife on me, cut a nigga up and put them back together. Or we torture niggas, put their spines out like shoestrings and tie their backs together. Bitch, I make it rain like Lil Wayne. In 08, I had to change the weather. I got 2 9s with extended clips like a joint twins. I make them stay together, bitch, I been king. No taking shit, just 16s. Niggas claim they ain't been blessed till a 4-5 make a bitch sneeze.
6.
5 make a bitch sneeze.
6.
Oh yeah, we are back on the Philosophy Show, man. Where we at? we've been talking business relationships, man, and I want to give a thanks to the Rec Boys and Ray Lay for giving a perspective on it. That we need that, man. We need to be having them conversations, man. I'm getting tired of always. Our conversation is always about like drama shit. You know what I'm saying? This drama and this business shit. You know what I'm saying? Well, we need to get swept out and get, you know what I'm saying? Nobody perfect. We understand that. But listening to y'all, man, and understanding that, you know, if somebody is in a position of strength and they doing good, hop on that, you know, help a motherfucker out instead of all this extra shit, man. It ain't, but at the same time, it still is on us to continue. So why worry about that? Just really, I'm with, you know what I'm saying, DJ Rec Boy Shy, just cut them. I mean, I'm with both of them on it. Just cut them out and keep moving. All that hoping is kind of, that's not business.
Yeah.
You know?
Maybe that's the lesson they need to learn.
Yeah.
You know, because if you keep dragging people through the business part, especially the parts that they ain't good at,
yeah,
man, it's trouble at the end of that.
All day.
I've learned that lesson being in the many groups I've been in.
Yeah.
And I turned around and figured, man, I'm just dragging guys through my dream.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do you know how long that chain link get?
Yeah.
When you just dragging people through your dream, they have none of the capabilities of helping you get there or adding to you know, the brand of the business, you know. And man, I'm at a point where I make better decisions because of what I went through then. Those lessons, you know, not losses, lessons, as we say, Tweet.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I like it, man. All right, so we're gonna go up to this point called Let's Think About It, where I go on YouTube and you know, I just, you know, I look at stuff that I like to listen to. Like I go to listen to people, motivational speeches, you know what I'm saying? Certain philosophies on business, you know, people that I probably, you know, not necessarily admire, but maybe saying some things.
I don't care what anybody thinks.
But
So
with that being said, I fuck with Dame Dash. You know, I fuck with Dame Dash. I love the way he just be like, motherfucker, we a business. Why can't you do this and just do it? Type shit. He say he don't like no negative people around. If it's somebody around who coming up with a whole bunch of like, oh, we can't do it because of this or we can't do it because of that, then you ain't around. You can't be around me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm finna play this dialogue for him.
I don't care what anybody thinks. So no matter what, regardless to what, you're not gonna make me feel as less of who I am. I know who I am. I was never gonna let another person make me feel bad about myself ever again. The last time that happened, I was 4 years old. As long as you're expressing yourself, as long as you don't care, as long as you're not hurting anybody, there's no pain to feel. It's almost like at that point I sprayed this thing called I don't give a fuck what anybody's thinking spray. And I think that's been the most important thing, is not to care about the judgment of other people. So if you paying my bills, then you could tell me what to do. And I've never put myself in a situation like that as an adult for someone to be able to tell me what to do. They could give me advice. My parents could give me advice. But, you know, at 16 or 17, after my mom died, I was getting more money than my dad. You know, so at that point, it's hard to listen to people that are older than you that haven't got to the place you want to go. And as a child, you become very arrogant when you can do adult things. But my mother was the one that taught me to never, ever, ever let someone tell you something that you don't believe without saying how you feel about it. You become a combination of the people that influence you the most. That's why you have to be important. I mean, it's important that you're cognizant of what you do when you realize that people are actually influenced by you. You know what I mean? You never want to do something that you don't want the people you love to do, because they're going to do exactly what you do. If you don't stand out, then you're just atmosphere in a crowd. But when you do things different, then people are drawn to you. Your job as a parent is to make sure your children never have to go through the same problems that you went through. It's to break cycles. But first, you kind of have to understand what that cycle is. So as an adult that had children, I was, you know, I ain't going to like shit on my dad, but If I were him, I would have been in my life a little more. A kid doesn't even care about that. That's not currency to a kid. They don't even know about money until you tell them about it. All they care about is your time. You know, at some point you might think, okay, I'll sacrifice time with my child because I got to make money to support him. But the kid don't care about that. You know, the kid just wants you to be there to support him. A lot of people overreact to problems because they never had any. They don't know what a problem is, and then they make something that's light feel like it's the worst thing in the world. And I'm not gonna ever do that because I appreciate when things are good. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like just in any second, some shit could happen that's fucked up. So in between those moments that you can't control, you have to enjoy life to the fullest. Sometimes you have to actually go through some pain early so you understand how to appreciate life moving forward. You know, shit has to be taken from you. Things that are free, you find are priceless when they get taken from you. Like freedom and people you love. You know, and then you're like, what was I complaining about? You know, I was rich, I was wealthy because I had love. And now I don't, and there's no money in the world that could bring it back. You know, once your health is gone, it don't matter how, you will spend any amount of money to get your health back if you're sitting in the bed compromised. Once your freedom is taken, you'll spend any amount of money to get out of jail, all of it, because you can't spend none of it while you're in jail other than on commissary, which is, you know. And then again, lose a friend, lose someone you love. If you could do you'd spend anything in the world to get that person back. I do appreciate life in the moment because I'd be like, what if this was taken from me? Then I'd be sick, you know? I think a lot of conditioning happens when you see things are wrong and you got to look the other way for survival. And I've just never been that guy. And I don't come from a family or a bloodline of people that have ever been abused, that have ever been bullied. I come from a bloodline of people that bully the bully, that oppress the oppressor.
All right, goddamn, we said a whole lot of shit in that motherfucker, man.
Wow.
Mouthful. Well, like, you want to speak?
Man.
I think you should.
Wow. I mean, he said so much, and I missed some of it. But what really hit home for me is doing stuff different. Like, if you see what didn't work, do something different. And like we were saying, transformation, growth is uncomfortable, but it's necessary. And like sometimes you got to go through trial and error till you figure out what it is and how to dismantle the programming and that systemic thinking. You know what I mean? That has us all enslaved and poor mindsets and stuff, you know, and how to change that, because that's really the root, you know, and then everything else is, you know, a trickle-down effect, you know, and then how do you dismantle from a system that we're in slowly and precisely, you know what I mean? And most of us haven't even seen what this looks like. We're striving to be and go places we've never seen
at all.
Yeah, leading by examples that we've never seen.
That's it.
You know, being the people that we never had. Yeah. You know, going to places they never went. Stretching the boundaries that they were confined in. You know what I mean? Like that's really gonna be the change for us and our children and their children, and that's what you talk about generational wealth. Because if you can build a rich mindset, they can do anything. If you teach them how to learn, they can learn anything. Yeah. You teach them how to love and teach them discernment, they can go anywhere. You know what I mean? And love freely with discernment, right? Because not everybody deserves your big heart. And that's what I'm learning right now. You know, not everybody appreciates or sees your vision, and that's okay. But that's not where you need to be. You know? And it might hurt in the moment, but perspective is so king. You know what I mean? It's everything. You know? Because that equals growth. That's what equals growth, is perspective. Because if you can't see no different, when you know better, you do better. If you can't see it, you can't be it.
True.
So you got to get different perspective, you know? And, everything he said was just, I was like, damn, because that's what it's about for me. It's dismantling and rebuilding for real higher purpose, more than commerce. I'm talking kingdom. You know what I mean? Like, for real, though. Like, people talk it, but, like, when the opportunity's presented, do you take advantage of that? Or do you take advantage of that opportunity or that person?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. It's in your moves.
Because like he said, it don't always have to be about money, but it's got to make sense.
Yeah.
Right.
It gotta make sense. Yeah.
So if we're not on the same page, that's okay. No love lost, just over there. Do what you do. I'm gonna do what I do, and I'm gonna find tribe that's gonna move at a level of we can all for real eat. Like I'm not even like I know people say that, but man, we grow food. We make medicine. We teach our kids. We learn how to shoot. We learn law. We the people do this. Okay? Not them. We do this. And the faster people learn that and quit trying to just step on the backs of our people to eat, then the fucking sooner we'll be able to do this. But meanwhile, there's people out here actually finding, and it's through a lot of trial and error, who is really, you know what I mean? Like who is really trying to build a community, or who's trying to step on the community's back to build their own shit.
That's it.
Yeah.
But this like out of all this stuff that I heard, man, it's like this what I'm learning. You can't beat nothing that you don't know. You have to learn the game, and it's freely given, but you gotta get it. You gotta learn it. You gotta do it. And reality is, if you're not there yet, we ain't there yet. You ain't there yet. So what are we beating?
Yourself.
Right, because we looking at something we're blinded. We getting blinded. Learn that shit if you really want it, because it's a way to get it. We all know that. So it's a way to get it. You have to go that way. Sometimes you just have to go that way. Sometimes you just got to go that way.
Got it. Just do it.
So it might take a little longer, but what I try to give to my nieces and nephews and my family, brothers and sisters, aunts, uncles, cousins, all that, is the example of application of your influence. And that is free. You know, it's not a monetary value on what type of influence you have, what type of example you show when whatever you learn, you applied it to life. You know what I'm saying? Whether business or just life or personal, you apply that. So I try to give an example of how to apply what I learned and to influence them to make better choices. You know what I'm saying? It may take longer, but you're going to see the evidence along the journey, such as Dame Dash seen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We see what Dame Dash on. So the philosophy he has to be right, because it's working.
Working for him.
You may want to take bits and pieces and cater it and alter it to fit your situation, but hey, the evidence of what he said, we see it.
Yeah. And that's real. And I think, man, with what we doing and being in the reality of what we doing, you just need to make the choices. You ain't gonna. It's no written book for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Right. We not the Wreck Boys. I'm Soldier by Blood. I'm not saying Floyd. Saying, you know what I'm saying? We all I don't know who philosophy right. All I know is what's working for me. And all I know what's working for you. I know what's working for you. I know what's working for you. I don't want to mess up nothing that's working for you. I want to elevate it. That's how we think. I'm not saying, oh, he can, so no. What can we do to elevate each other at the same time without it hurting either one of us? You know what I'm saying?
That's self-awareness, and a lot of people don't have that.
That's the point, right? Yeah. That's why I be going back to that. Is more figuring out who you around. It's your surroundings when it comes to business, because if everybody not on that same thing, we gonna be bumping our heads on shit. It's just like with the gang shit. If you in a gang and your leader is a motherfucker that's trying to shoot everybody and they at everybody, you in that.
You just killing everybody.
No, you know what I'm saying?
You win that.
You win that. Now, if your leader's sitting back and he more on making money and trying not to get caught, you in that. Which one is you in? Who you fucking with?
That's real.
Because there's leaders in this bitch.
It was, I worked at an elementary school. It was a quote on the wall that I used to see every time I come down the steps to get the kids, take them to breakfast. It said, the expert in anything was once a beginner.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's where we headed when we embark on journeys and missions to be the first in our families to do whatever it is we trying to accomplish.
Yeah.
We're beginners.
Yeah.
But soon we'll be experts, though.
Yeah. And that's what we on the answering part of it, man. That's where I'm at. Because at first I didn't want to talk about the shit because it goes in people's ears and out, and then they be thinking they get offended sometimes. But I'm not really talking to you. I'm talking to me. I'm talking to everybody in this game.
In general.
Yeah. It's everybody in this game. It's the same. We all say this. If you read it and look at it, we all say the same goddamn shit. Probably them two ain't said that shit. But people like us, we all say the same goddamn shit. Y'all probably say the same shit on some other deals that in rap shit. You know what I'm saying? But I peep that. Like, I look at everybody. Like, I look on the Facebook. If you put it out there, I'm looking at it because that's what I'm supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? So I see everybody saying the same thing. I see it. And it's like, why I had to step back and stop getting on stats because we all saying the goddamn same thing, but who we talking about, we don't want to say it because why say it? But then when somebody do say it,
they mad because you said it. But you did it. You know what I'm saying? You just mad because I told people. It's like you smacked me and then I tell. And you know what I'm saying? Wait a minute though. Now hear me out. I know like snitches, bitches, all that good shit. You know what I'm saying? But you smack me, bro. If I don't smack you back, I'm telling. Just because I don't want to go to jail, I ain't gonna smack you back. But you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna move precisely. But however, I'm telling.
So answer that to me. So is that grown? What's grown? So some people say, I be thinking they playing when you do this bullshit. If I call your bullshit out, y'all looking at me like I'm wrong. But is that really wrong? If I'm coming directly to you about it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Is it really wrong? So I don't supposed to say nothing? Is that what you saying?
It's taboo.
I like to give people warnings.
I'm trying to
if you
understand.
my people, I'm gonna warn you.
It's the taboo thing to do. It ain't. It's not in our everyday lifestyle where a person is truthful anymore. We in a society. If you look at what's right is wrong and what's wrong is right.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So it's taboo for a Tweezy to call you out on your bullshit because ain't nobody calling nobody out on bullshit.
Ooh-wee.
So it's looked at and viewed as taboo. Like he said, we the weirdos. No. And matter of fact, I'm more comfortable being the weirdo because you on some bull.
Right.
Man.
And we called you on it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just taboo in today's society to call somebody out. Wow. How we got all these people riding with Trump, he doing all this wrong, nobody calls him out, but when you step out and call him out, it's like, man.
They say you slander them.
Exactly.
After you slandered everybody.
Wait a minute, I just said what happened and like, now whoa, so what does that mean that you did then?
Man.
If me speaking on it is slander, then what does that mean that you did?
Man.
You hear me? Like, make that make sense to me.
You say the only thing that beat the cross is the double cross.
Hey.
That's where we at now.
Man. Hey, shout out to the Wreck Boys. I think they offline. Hey, number love, man. If y'all hear us, man, you can most definitely call back in. Shout out to the Wreck Boys, DJ, Wreck Boy Shot and Mr. Catch Wreck, man. All the way from the East Coast.
East Coast.
Shout out to Orlando and shout out to upstate New York, man. Yeah. And they got the Wreck Boy in the Studio podcast. Check them out. Y'all can go check them out on YouTube and on Instagram. Hey, we talk some deep shit, man.
Yeah, man. Get to the root of this.
Saint Floyd, though, man. You need to speak on it. What you got? It look like you been drinking some of that jungle juice?
Damn, it's still
That's
a soldier.
I was
for
part
real.
8 last night.
That shit was so good.
I was swinging from the vines last night. I was part 8 with that jungle juice.
Hey, I was happy to see everybody happy.
Man,
that's why I was spreading
hell of a night.
Love.
Yeah, everybody kicked
Wonderful
it,
night.
communicated, networked.
Always a dope performance.
That's what I was gonna ask you too. Did it go smoother than last time? As far as the music.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Good.
Smooth.
Yeah, with the judges timing it and
Yeah,
stuff.
it
Yeah.
was smooth.
And one thing I like, because it was business, man, how you was like, hey, 1 minute, 30 seconds, judges, run that clock, give them that microphone, let them hear when they say time, who they voting for, man. Man, you up your game, bro.
Appreciate
it, really
brother.
did, man. I really enjoyed that because I was over there going back to tweet.
Yeah.
I'm really enjoying this, you know, and I'm a type of guy that I don't always have to perform, but I'm willing, you know, but it's good sometimes to sit down and support somebody else and, you know what I'm saying, and stay the whole time because in St. Louis, let me just say it, man, we have to start supporting everybody and staying to the end.
Yeah.
After your people perform, whether they win or lose, it's nothing personal. It's going to be plenty more verses. But just stay and show support, you know, and that may turn the table for you that next time out.
Yeah.
You know, stay, because everybody, when they people perform, they be leaving.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That
And I'm
been
like,
going on for centuries.
yeah.
Yeah.
But, you know, we rarely speak on it, though.
Yeah,
you know
you
what I'm
right,
saying?
you
We
right.
rarely speak on it. But, you know, it's time to address, as they say, the elephant in the room.
But that's real, because I got your back on there, man, and that's why I be kind of getting mad too. That's why I be like being around people with fucking standards and morals, because I let that shit go. I'm gonna be honest with you, because I just know that I don't want to be mad no more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's so.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
Hate too heavy, bro.
that is true.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's true. That's disrespectful.
Yeah.
You know? But what can you do? If you leave,
Keep
I just
pushing.
won't get you on another show. That's how I say
keep
it.
pushing, man.
But sometimes, you know, people do have to leave. You know, sometimes they do.
Honestly, though, like, I feel like, you know, like, they used to talk about legacy, how, you know, I mean, it would be packed on an open mic night. Like, I think it was, like, on Fridays back in the day. And, I mean, it would be packed line waiting to sign up after the open mic. You know, people would be up there 2-3 hours talking, networking, you know what I'm saying? Like, building relationships, like, beyond, like, just trying to spit the hottest shit. Like, they really, like, love this shit, you know what I'm saying? And I think the more people that kind of, like, stick together that's, like, on that, the more it's going to be appealing to people soulfully, and the right people will be attracted to that, because you don't want it to be for everybody, no way.
True.
Because it's not for everybody.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line. It's only for those who want that.
Yeah.
And that's a choice they have to make, not us. We
Correct.
already made that choice. You know what I'm saying? It's not our job to make it for them. They either choose this is what they want to do or it's not. You know what I mean?
True.
And holding on to them wanting it. You wanting them to be something that they're not. It's just going to cause you more pain.
Yes.
Walk away, move accordingly. You know? That's what I'm learning, man. Just cut ties like that, boom. And I'm real good at that, honestly. Like,
and the thing is, because I know I dealt with that for a minute, and it's like, if you already got your peoples, if you already got your family, you should have friends already. It's about elevation. It is. Like, some people, if that's what you want to do, I'm fine with that. I'm cool. but
we all trying to build something here.
Yes.
Yeah, most of us. Well, yeah, but
you got and you
trying to figure out how you can build together is really the hard part because you've configured how you're trying to build. Now adding another party in with that, right? And it's a lot of trial and error and trying to find your tribe.
Yeah.
You know? And I mean, it doesn't mean that just because they're not your tribe, they're bad. They're just not for you.
Yeah.
They're
and
just not for
that's
you.
real. And that's why I say that's the business part of it, because I'd rather you tell me you don't want to do business with me instead of me trying to do business with you,
right?
And you really don't want to do business with me because it's going to show somewhere,
right?
You know what I'm saying? So me being busy, I just say you don't want to do business with me, so I don't have to waste my time trying to do business with you. So that's why I do exactly that. I don't want to waste your time. I'm not finna think about how to make your idea happen if you ain't already doing it. All I'm gonna ask you is what you need my help for, and not in a bad way.
Right.
Because you coming to me with your idea, obviously you need my help, or you just talking about it. Which one is it?
Right.
I'm just saying.
We got to be both bringing something to the table here. Right.
Or whatever.
Right.
However it is, it all depends. Because I could have a production and you got the idea, and I got the people. Long as you understand that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Long as you understand that, and when I say understand that, don't think that you're getting this done for free. And I ain't saying you gotta pay me, because the lights still gotta come on. We still gotta get people. The time ain't shit free for real.
Right.
Yeah. Don't ever think anything is free.
Right.
It's part of
nothing.
Investing in yourself.
Yeah, and I ain't talking about you have to pay all the time. Just know that I got. And I'm talking for a person who got a venue, and if I don't pay this money coming out of my money.
It's got to be reasonable. I mean, it just got to make sense.
Yes,
yeah.
you have to act like, okay, we say, don't use business when you want to use business. You know what I'm saying? You making it, that's how you make it personal. Keep it business.
Situational.
Yeah, don't you always, you and your, no, so that ain't business, but this, now you want to keep it business.
Situationship.
Can't do that. These are all the games that are being played around your situation when you moving up. So those red flags you have to look at all the time. You know what I'm saying? How long me and you known each other, Daddy Rich?
Go back to the street heat days.
Yeah.
You're talking about 15 years?
15 years. Same Floyd. Probably longer than that because we was young. You know what I'm saying? We started rapping. That's when I met you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So we never talked about this shit right here, have we? But how we come together, we already had that energy. You know, no bullshit.
No bullshit.
And we ain't kick it outside of rap until now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So when we connected, it was just like, okay, I never seen you. Everybody was genuine. You know what I'm saying? You never came to me sideways. None of that. You know what I'm saying? I remember what I remember about him was coming. I think we did. I don't know what show that was, and we did It's a Must. It was a St. Louis song. We killed that shit. Me and Sin. Daddy Rich came up to me and was like, "Man, that's a hard act to go behind."
You gotta give it up. Give people they just do. It don't subtract from your manhood.
Yeah.
You know, but people so prideful.
Man.
They'll see you and they be like, damn, that's dope. But they, kind of keep it to themselves,
Yeah.
Let's make it normal to tell people. Like I just told Saint, always a great performance.
Always.
That don't lessen me as an artist or a man, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But hopefully it sparks something insane.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We got to start big up and it's free. And I always say, if you won't do what's free, you won't do what pay. You know what I'm saying? It's free to be like Ray Lay out here killing it.
Murder game.
free.
You know, and like I was.
It's free to say thank you for the opportunity you gave me.
Yeah.
That's free.
That's true, man. Damn.
We had that conversation.
It's free to say thank you for staying committed to the agreements we had. Staying consistent in the goals and visions we had. Like, just honestly, like, really giving props where props is due. Like, yeah, for real.
You right.
I think Ray laid this morning on Facebook, you know, because that's big, man. You know, when people support you, you may have a small support group. Mm-hmm. And it's a bigger variety of people who don't. Yeah. And a lot of times we just dwell on the people who don't instead of giving flowers to the people who do.
True that.
You know what I'm saying? Transformation. And the renewing of your mind. That's what I'm going through right now. A renewed mindset to where everything ain't so bad. You know, let's dwell on the good parts of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I like it. I'm with you, bro. I'm getting it. I just gotta see that business.
You always.
I gotta get it right.
Game on.
That's how it be, though.
Hey,
shout out to Green Girl, Wreck Time.
Oh yeah, shout out to Green Girl. She out at yeah, she doing her thing, man. But I think, man, this was good. And you ready? Bro, you know I'm gonna be looking at you in a minute, bro. You over there? You ready?
Yeah, I'm good.
You better be ready, motherfucker, because you ain't said about nothing all
make me
day.
close my eyes lately. I'm gonna close my eyes for this one. You can't see it in these shades though, but I'm gonna close them, saying.
You ready for your expressions of a thug, Saint Floyd?
Yeah. Nothing. Ready. Fly. Car. And unlimited ammunition. And this is the policy. Everybody got life insurance, so don't nobody really bother me. I got many people you can call. That's why I said this is the number. It's called G-O-D. Y'all know what that is. So who do you believe in? Like I said, this is the policy. Don't nothing come above that. If this was a business, your hair to the line goes flat. You better think about it, because we raised to be free. Some of us not. You can take 1 out of 100, and only 2 belong up here with me. I try to be quiet, but when I ignite, how I start a riot, I just might get tired, because I got the expiration date. I'm going to give you 3 warnings before the termination state. See, I try to put it in words you people understand. This goes out to the ones that's check the check that you get from the man. Who do you believe in? We are here for a reason. This is the policy. You don't see McDonald's and Jack in the Box hand in hand. And you damn sure don't see the state and federal walk hand in hand for the whole civilization, penetration, and we blame everything on education. Let's make it make sense. right or wrong, we get taught that. Who do you believe in? Mix it all up. Abstract. Emotional. I tell you that. It's called cruise control. You really ain't got no options. Put yourself in those shoes. Then you see why you buy them. See,
he acting a fool.
science and nine to bring pain to lane. So when I look in the sky, I see nothing but pain. See, everybody has a story for a story and another story for a story. And a story for another story. See, money is money, but being real and being nice don't cost much. Nothing at all. But in the end, it don't cost much to revolve. But everybody don't get that chance. So I'm gonna sit back, relax, and kick facts how my people know. This is the policy.
We'll be right back.
Yeah. Yo, yeah. We boost around dollars. Woo! I done seen a lot of things. I done seen a lot of things. Silk linens and red bottoms. Still thanking God for the commas. Rewarded for the traumas and the dramas. These try to rob us. We smile in their face like Obama. And make light out of all of our problems. Coops with the nostrils. Flying red is the motto. Interior, hair of a llama. Lobsters with the mobsters. Meet with the sheep. Exchange our pleasantries. Cheek to cheek. Baguettes and fruity pebbles. We finance the rebels. Heat to the streets. Because we never settle. Calamari dining, turn coal into diamond. Reaping benefits because of God's timing. Private jets on the runway. We only live one way, and life's still sweet like an ice cream sundae. Exotic, vacate, no time for the melee. My 7 in the stretch came home for the payday. I done seen a lot of things. 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 Slid in like grease. Slid right back out that piece with a piece. Throwing up peace. Rectangular, ocular, binoculars with the bevel. No stones in the bezel. It's pristine clean. Okay. Fabric teller cut. Invisible seams. Everything ain't what it seems. Cabochons on the wrist. I'd be remiss if I didn't speak of such things like this. The epidemic of critics shitting on the image of kings. Dragonomics, homage to Taylor Master Farah Muhammad. He put us on in the most beautiful things. No doubt, sewn, stitch clean. Yeah, you think I'm getting sharp as fuck to bag me a duck when I step on the scene? It's all love, kisses, hugs, even off from the fiends. Cause I spread it like a virus, this pandemic with me. Views fun is panoramic, best to rim my G. Dripped in these flying foreign rags from my French boutique. Bright lights and big dreams. Everything not always what it seems. We exalted kings and queens. Sipping Dom Perignon on the White House lawn, having fun. We push around down. Bright lights and big dreams. Everything not always what it seems. We exalted kings and queens. Sipping Dom Perignon on the White House lawn, having fun. We push around down.
I I kill him.
What's up?
You see that door right there?
Girl, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, that dude looking real nice.
Okay, is that a friend?
I'm about to tell him I want his ass.
Okay.
Let's go.
He got
Cat call.
Hey.
Lil' daddy, I want you, come here, let me talk to you. I just want head, I do not want the rest of you. Like what I sing, so I had to pull up on you. Give me your number, think about calling you. Got the gray shorts on, I like what I sing. Got a nice smile, but the attitude mean. Got the right armor to get in these jeans. One hit of this pussy, you'll become a fan.
I know that sometimes that the killer be quiet. I'm really a freak, it's part of my pride. Like when I see when it's making me high. Like to get bent, don't call me no thought. Hey yo, boy, you can chew on this pussy. I been in the jar, come get all of this cookie. I'm playing the game while you eating me out. I been doing this, put me in your
I'm
mouth.
not with the games, I get straight to the issue. I want you right now, so let's make it official. Are you fucking with me, cause I'm fucking with you? How can I fuck with you, you not beneficial? Call up Big 40, he slide with the piss. Love is the meter, drop he like a missile. I'm jacking while driving past his ass a tissue. That nigga leave it like early dismissal.
Oh yeah, oh you had something to say, am I doing too much, am I in your way? Let me drive that thing like a brand new Ferrari. I'm Santa to F, for you I get naughty. I'm nothing like Forrest, you know I ain't running. You're not from America, I like how you coming. I'm digging the vibe and the way you keep pumping that. They keep me coming and coming.
I'm coming and coming and coming again. Can't handle this pussy, what's up with your friend? And yes, I'm a freak, I like to get beat. And after you beat, make sure that you eat. Big Gates, I'm a fan, yes, this pussy got power. I fuck him real good, he be nothing for hours. Fuck on the bed, make shots in the shower. He slept on this pussy, my screams get louder.
Oh yeah, fuck it with a big girl, you gon' need the right tool. Gon' swim around, this is my pool. Gon' wreck it up like your Gotti. Don't get what I want, my attitude snotty. Link with the killer, your hobby. Got you singing like Bobby, yeah, link with the killer, your hobby. Got you singing like Bobby.
Yeah, I got the moves, I got the juice. Shipping them out, cutting them loose. He want the pussy and I cannot blame him. Gave him a sample and yes, Miss, he tired them up. He never seen this before. Big bitch, you see pussy with a hood nigga flow. Got good dick, I'ma want some more. Let me bounce up on this, show you I'm a pro.
Got his attention, we call it a cat call. He dropping everything when I call.
Took him off the leash, gave him back to the streets. Dark skin, big dick, any red tall.
He falling for me, he love how I ski. I love how he clean up the killer, it's me.
This pussy a treat, he loving my rose. I'm riding his face, got me curling my toes.
He know that I'm popping, he wanted some more. He telling his niggas that killer to go.
You cannot get right, get left at the door. He know I'm a star, can't help that I go.
He turning me up when he throwing them bands. He showing me that he my number one fan.
I got him backstage, don't want him in the stand. See me on TV, you know it's on demand.
Defeating his pussy, I give him the power. Bobbing the muni, hours and hours.
Let's fucking parry up under the top. 34, he want me to vibe.
Steady begging me, baby, please don't go. Here we go again, now we're back on the floor.
He love that I'm ratchet, he suck on my toes. Sometimes I'm a lady, sometimes I'm a hoe.
Into the match, I'm ready to duel.
Classes in session, took him back to school.
Prepare me for dinner, get ready to drool.
He gassing me up, he know that he my fuel.
Now pass me the blunt while you deep in these guts.
I suck on the dick while I play with your nuts.
Chucking me, treating me like a slut.
You front from the back, push your thumb in my butt. Cat call.
Y'all wanna see a dead body?
Six.
Oh yeah. We back, man. We was out there talking some more philosophies, man. We gonna get on that on another day.
Dang.
But I got to question your life. Because me and Sane talked about this the other day. And excuse me. And I explained to him, because I had like an epiphany, you know what I'm saying? I was like, man, where all this energy come from to have me do what I do? You know what I'm saying? Like straight, like I'm straight on, like I'm want to do this, like where is that coming from? So, you know, and it's not all good energy. I know that, you know what I'm saying? Because confrontation, I'm afraid of confrontation. And sometimes that could be, you know, a toxic trait. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it ain't. Sometimes it's not. People just, you know what I'm saying? It's just that same, it's the same energy. That's all.
To know how to use your own power.
Yeah. So I was like, man, where I get that from, man? And then I started just going down the line of me growing up. I'm like, I used to fight all the time. Like, I wasn't ever scared to fight. It wasn't that I wanted to fight. You know what I'm saying? Or I had to think about that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn. So I was like, so the energy that I'm getting, I had to think about my father. It was like I told him, he was abusive to me. You know what I'm saying? And I gave him a visual. I'm like, just think about this. Just think about your father handcuffing you to a wall, beating your legs with a broomstick. And you getting beat, you know? And you looking at this grown man and you ain't do nothing. As a kid, you don't do nothing. It was like I said, feeling it back then, it didn't feel like what that was.
Right.
It
never
didn't.
feels as bad as it is. Yeah.
It didn't feel that.
Until afterwards. And then you're like, holy shit, that was fucked up.
But, no, the point, but the thing is, you can't tell me I wasn't mad. You can't tell me that I didn't have a feeling of, you know what I'm saying? Not saying that I didn't think that at the time, but you know, where did that go? With me walking around knowing that happened to me. That's the energy
It built a
that
chip
I
on your
have.
shoulder. It built a chip on your shoulder.
That's the energy.
Yes.
That survival instinct.
That's that energy of holding something in that you don't know. You know what I'm saying? At the time, you don't know why you holding it in.
No, it was you needed that trait to
That's what it
survive.
was.
And once you didn't need it to survive anymore, you kept it. And then it became not conducive. And once upon a time, it was conducive, right? Because that's
but
traumatic.
It's still my thing
right?
is, it's still, I'm not talking
Our
about
body
it as a
protects
problem. I'm not talking about it as a problem because it's always going to be you regardless of what you say. It's going to be there. So I'm not talking about it as a problem. What I'm saying is I asked, where did I get this energy that I do have from? Like with Michael Jackson, he was mad because his father beat him. But he beat you to be what the fuck you is right now. Was it wrong? Was it blah, 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 all that? Yeah. I wish my daddy beat me to be a fucking millionaire. I'm sorry. It can sound how you want to sound. If it happened to you, it's about how you take it and how you utilize it. Real.
That's true.
So, with that being said, because that's the way I was talking about it.
You can't control what happened to you. You can only control what you do with it and how you respond.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. So, what's your energy? I'm going to start with you, Ray Light. What's your energy? What is your will to do what you do?
Purpose.
Where do it come from?
Purpose. Once I understood the mission and why I went through what I went through, why I was gifted the abilities I was gifted, I had my own power that I was gifted. And I didn't, you know what I mean? I was either conducive to you or I wasn't. But as long as I knew my power, you couldn't take it from me. Because I knew what it was and you didn't give it to me. You couldn't take something you didn't give to me. Right?
And that's the answer for what's your energy.
Purpose, period.
Purpose
Just knowing that if I do things with the right intention, then no matter what I'm doing, it's gonna build me. Whether it's a lesson or a stepping stone. You know what I'm saying? Because like you said, they ain't no map for us.
Okay. So what is your will to do? Because I'm asking these questions specifically.
Transformation, change, vision for what I see, the future goals, generational.
So your will is transformation, and I know it could be different words. So you say your energy is purpose. That's your energy. So what is your will to do it? Why? I guess that's why you doing it. What is your will to do what you do? And what are you doing? Do you have a clear thing of what you're doing?
Like where I want to go in life?
Yeah,
I got a very clear
about.
picture of
That's
where
what we're talking about.
where I want to go and what I see in 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, all that.
So what's your will to do it? Why? Why that?
Oh, why is because it was shown to me, and once you see it, you can't unsee it.
So you had a vision.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yes.
Gotcha.
Once I seen it, I couldn't unsee it, and that was the mission. Like,
Ooh, that's
and
the
it,
thing.
and you know, kind of changes forms a little bit, but the mission remains the same. Sustainability, generational.
All day.
Yeah.
Okay. So what
Community, not just you know, I'm talking about like just bigger than my fucking family though. I'm talking about community. That's literally my goal.
Affecting the world.
Period. It's a whole mindset, and I have people give me platforms just like this to utilize. Every single time I'm gonna utilize it. Every single time I'm gonna be me, because I know being me is part of the mission.
Damn right. It should be. So, and then the last part of that question is, where does it come from? And you said, I know it came, you doing it because you saw it in a vision.
It comes from source. I mean, yeah, within, for sure. Source.
Within. All right. Well, so within. All right, so your energy, purpose, your will to do it, is you basically you saw it already. And it comes from within. All right. Same Floyd.
What's up, dog?
Same. What's your energy, brother?
To hope to make difference.
Hope to make a difference. You got a specific difference, or like what you mean by difference?
Yeah, like differences as in thesis a future of belief. You know what I'm saying?
So you really hope.
Hope, bro.
All right. So, what is your will to do it? Like, why? What makes you do what you do? What's the actual purpose, man? Why make a difference?
Because people don't believe I can.
So how can so you do it because of
the
people
will
don't
in
think
me?
that you can do it.
Yeah, and I believe I can. I believe that's
Which one is it? You
That's
saying two different things.
What?
What's the real answer? Why do you really do it?
because I want to.
Oh, well, no, you don't. This is your answer. Because you want to do it. So that's the answer. That's your will because you want to.
Because I want to.
Okay. Now, where does that come from? Like
A call.
a cause?
Yeah. A call, you know.
A call in?
Yeah, that's what
Okay.
Call.
It's your calling. Okay.
Call.
So why you say it's your calling?
Why I say it's my calling?
Yeah.
Because things have happened to me in life. You know, how could I be of service?
Yeah.
That's how I basically I live now. Like, regardless of what, how could I be of service?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then if I know if I could serve, that's just what it is, you know. As a man, as a child, how can I be of service to teach, to learn, to progress? How could I be a help? Because I'd rather be a service and to serve, because that's the policy. My policy, you know. That's what I'm called upon to do. Why inflict myself to go through anything else? Mistakes are easily made. You know, just a thought in mind, one mistake, one simple decision to make the right decisions to be a better who I am and what I do, to choose what I do, because it's a job to live now. You know, it's not easy to live. It's not easy, but it's easy to die.
Yeah.
That's what's crazy. You see what I'm saying? So how could I avoid mistakes, collisions, by just being right? Learning that there's nothing wrong with being right, doing the right thing, no matter just what. You got to do what you got to do to get to where you got to go. You got to go to get to where you got to go. But being a service, that's my calling. That's what it is. I'm blessed, and I'm just here. You know, shit.
You ain't just here, man. What
I'm
you
here.
talking about, bro? You here shining, motherfucker.
Shining. Like a diamond.
All right. So we got hope is your energy. You doing it cause you want to, and then you doing it cause it's basically, well, you saying it's a service. Your calling was a service. It's a service. All right. I'm gonna have to talk to you offline because that's kind of I have more questions about that. Daddy Rich, man, what's your energy?
Love, man.
Yeah.
I love people. You know, it ain't narrowed down to black people. You know, that's cliche. I love people. You know, and where the energy comes from is divine. You know, in Romans 8:28 it says, and we know that all things work together for the good of them that love God, to them who are called according to his purpose. You know, so that's where the purpose come in. And I just try to stay aligned with his purpose, and that's love. You know, love conquers all, as they say. You know, and I try to move out of that. So that's where my energy come from. It's love and it's divine. It comes from the divine.
So your energy, love, your will to do it is because of the purpose of God, and then the source comes from God. Now, who instilled that in you?
My mother. You know, cause man, we had a 2-bedroom house on McCree in our family house. It was a 2-family flat, but downstairs was 2-bedroom, and she would never allow anybody to be homeless or sleep outside. I remember one time it was 16 of us in that 2-bedroom house. Damn. And we made it work. And that's what she taught. She taught love. She was love. She preached love. She loved God, you know. So that's where, you know,
it was
affectionately growing up in that environment, that's where it come from.
That's tight, man. For real.
I remember her sister's ex-husband sleeping on our couch. You know, where a lot of families, once you break them branches off, is you go your way, we go ours. But my mother never believed once it was solid, even when it fell apart, it was still solid to her.
Oh, dang. That's love. That's love. All right, man. I listened to all y'all answers. I ain't even got no fucking answers. But my energy, whew, to be honest with you, man, because I'm going to speak what I feel for real. It's fucking like, it's a ball or something. You know what I'm saying? It's a ball of fire. Just want to come out and just fuck this shit, like, not like in a bad way, like really fuck this world up, man, because it's not that hard, but it is with everything we talk about. You know what I'm saying? Having to go through that. So I have to say I have a little anger in me. You know what I'm saying? Like, seriously, I can't sit here and lie. But at the same time, with that anger, I'm still moving accordingly to if I'm thinking about your feelings, because I am. but I'm thinking about mine also because I like that mechanism you was talking about. You know,
self-preservation.
You know, I got that in me. I think it's a negative thing to look for somebody else's happiness other than yours. That's the mechanism. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, a transformation for me with this energy would be to forget all that type of shit. You know, because the energy gonna always be there. It's just about focusing it toward more positive things, which is the people that surround me right now. You know what I'm saying? And that's just reality. With the forgetting shit, come on. You gotta ask somebody that's not that you gotta be made like that. You just gotta be made like that. Most people not gonna fucking forget. It's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? So that's where that energy for me come from. But at the same time, I do the love in there is people like y'all is the people that I show my love to because when I was young I couldn't show my love that much. That's just real. It was outside the house. It was not inside.
I feel
and
that.
Yeah. That's just real. You know what I'm saying? That's why when you say your story, I learned from you. Because you from a different cloth when it comes to getting raised up. My mother wasn't there. Yours was. And she's a great mother. A mother that I would have wanted in my goddamn life. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So
But that's why all of our experiences are so important because if we're smart, we'll learn from each other.
Yes.
We all have so many strengths to bring, like just through our own experience.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So that's my energy.
You know what's crazy, man? As I sit here and
But
I
what
listen
else?
to
Hang
you.
on. Sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
No.
But what's crazy as I sit here and listen to you is the revelation that God is giving you. Brother, you are one of the strongest people I know.
Appreciate that.
The revelation he's giving you is the strength that he put in you before you was formed in your mother's womb. And that strength is what's going to fuel you to put out that love. Forgiveness and forgetting is two different things.
Period.
You can forgive and you gonna forgive. But it's a reason that you don't need to forget. That's what's making you and shaping you into the strongest brother out here.
Appreciate that, man.
Straight
Real
up.
Talk. Real talk. I don't want to.
That's what God's trying to show you through all this. Yeah. How strong you really are. How strong you was when you was going through that. That's why I gave that verse. Because all things gonna work for your good.
I'm with you, bro.
Keep pressing towards the mark, man. Because what you went through ain't gonna shape you and make you who you are. It's gonna remind you of who you don't want to be.
That's real.
And that's where your real strength gonna lie. And that's where it's always lied, and that's where it's lying now. No matter what you gain or lose, remember, you one of the strongest brothers out here.
Oh, dang.
How many of us could have went through that and not been broken?
Yeah.
Facts.
You strong, brother. And that's what you got to turn and give your kids. The strength that you got, that you were built up, that God divinely placed in Tweezy, Antoine Larry, with or without, you still got that.
Man, thank you, brother. Thank you.
That's
what the philosophy show about. Cause I be needing to hear shit like that. You ain't got that. You can say it to yourself, but I ain't even think of it like that.
Strength.
You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate that, bro. So
when you take hate and build love, wow.
Man.
And then when you realize it's not even about you and it was their own self-hatred.
Yeah. As the word says, embracing your enemy is like putting hot coals on their head.
Burn them. Swear. I just experienced it.
That's what you're doing. Whether you realize it or not, that's what you're doing. And you going to get divine favor just for that.
Appreciate it, man. So, I'm going to go to the next question.
Yes, please.
Because I know I want to do the same, get y'all to do the same for me. Keep my ass on the hot seat, too. What is my will to do what I do? It's definitely wanting to do better than what I went through. You know, I feel like a lot of my a lot of my lessons was because I was searching for something that I shouldn't have been searching for real at the time. You know what I'm saying? I should have been more focused on myself and building what I'm building now for real. I kind of did it. For me, I felt like I did it backwards. You know what I'm saying? But this was all I knew. That's all I knew. You know what I'm saying? So, and then the projection of trying to have a perfect family, not knowing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's nothing's perfect. Nothing's perfect. You're not going to get exactly what you want. You not. When you young, you kind of don't know that. You kind of don't know that.
Naive, baby, yeah. It's a lot of work. Relationships are a lot of work.
Yeah.
It's all, you know, they make it glamorous and glorified and shit. It's a lot of work.
I was mad at the R&B songs. I hated them when I was like, man, this line.
He say entertainment.
Right, they got me. I'm thinking, boy, it's nothing like that. But that's where my will come from. And then as far as, like you said, I think all of y'all was on that one with the where does it come from? It definitely comes from the Most High. I didn't even know this, bro, but I always I talk to myself, you know, when I sit back and then analyze shit and I talk to myself, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I remember coming here and a vision came, like you said, a vision came. I didn't know what the vision is. I don't even know what it means, but I know I'm supposed to be here because look where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Beforehand, you know, it's meditation. When you meditate, you know what I'm saying, you attract. We all came together, you know what I'm saying, through, you know what I'm saying? When I first heard your poetry, and I'm listening to it, and I'm like, it's something that attracts, and I told you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's something that attracts. I'm out here doing the show. I just happen to look to the left. This guy just sitting there across the street. I'm like, and then that's how we met back up. Because of his brother. You came on the show.
Keezy B.
Yeah. So it's things like some of the things we go through, people, it's for you. It's for us. It's only for us.
Yeah.
It's for nobody else. It's for us. So when we on here talking about business, which business is business, we all want to be lovey-dovey with each other. Not on no sexual shit, just on love for real, like real love.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
We really want to do that, but you only can do that with people that's receptive to it in the right way. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I ask those questions, because I want to know I had to ask myself these things all the time, like, what am I doing this for? Right. So I have to make these moves according to what I'm doing it for. And we all doing that. Thanks. You know what I'm saying? Right. We all doing it. Right. We all. That's why I can't get mad at nobody for making their own moves, as long as we still respecting each other as we make the moves. That's it.
Oh yeah.
That's all.
That's big.
Yeah.
That's it.
Correlate and correspond, like.
Cause we grown. That's the social. What we were talking about. I go back to that, and I know we gonna have to get up out because it's 2:40. The social part of what's going on with us. We can't have conversations like this and not get upset outside of, like if it was other people in here or we talking real. Hey, if we're wrong, we're wrong. Okay, cause look, if something tickles me like you talking to me,
right.
There's nothing wrong with me saying, well, what do you mean by that?
Right. Get a clear understanding. That's important.
Okay, now I understand that. Okay, now I understand this. Now I want to, me and Yucca being had a discussion like this the other day, and I loved it. Somebody on the outside might have thought we was arguing.
Yeah.
But we got down to the nitty gritty of it, and then we both understood each other perfectly.
Because if you're respectable to each other, you can go a long ways. Yes. If you're trying to really understand that person and their perspective. Yes. You can really tell when somebody's not trying to understand your perspective and they're trying to be closed-minded. Because it's like we can come to a reasonable viewpoint. Yeah. Like.
Yeah, that's it.
Because if you can't, then I kind of feel like I'm reasonable, so you're being unreasonable, I can't fuck with you. Like.
Yeah. That's pretty much it. Unless you want to.
Right.
But business, that's the point where you gotta speak on. This business, brother.
Right.
This business. If I want to have fun with you, then that's a whole nother situation.
Yeah. That's facts.
that's all I'm saying.
That's it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I can't get mad if somebody else do me like that. It's because it's business. That's a pretty good way to do business. Now, if we want to go kick it, then that's different shit.
Right.
You know? So, but that's all I wanted to say.
I gotta be obedient, brother. I gotta be obedient, man.
Yes.
When you say you had conversations with yourself, those were prayers. Because the words say he'll never leave you nor forsake you. So when we ain't in here, he with you. You are never alone, brother.
All day.
Never. And it's all divine purpose. Because you didn't come look for nan one of us. And we still intersect. That's how you know it's divine. What you going through right now, he is showing you who he is.
Yeah, you are correct.
How is you getting stuff that you not going looking for? It's divine, brother.
Yeah.
You are divinely favored and you are never alone. Even when you was going through those beatings, he was right there.
Yeah. And I didn't even
I'm
know.
going to use this to make Tweezy the dime. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, true.
When you thought you were alone, and anytime you think you're alone, you're not. Talk to him more often.
Yeah.
And let him know, I want what you want for me. Because it's going to be 10 times better than what I want for myself. So I just wanted to be obedient and tell you where you at.
Appreciate it, man. All day, man. Hey, like I said, y'all need to, if y'all want to check out these episodes, man, make sure y'all go back, man. We get deep all the time. We talk about some shit that people don't really, I don't be hearing people talk about a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I like that sometimes, just like how we go out in the back and we start talking, them type of conversations need to be out aloud. I'm not talking about saying people names and no shit like that. But just talking about the situation, because sometimes people don't understand. You know what I'm saying? People just don't get it. It's therapeutic because this is what we're going through.
Yeah.
You know, we're not just doing this for nothing. Just like you said, you want to make a change. This is what we doing because it's real. All this is not clear cut, motherfuckers. None of that clear cut shit.
Like you said, abstract like a motherfucker. It is.
All day. So, man, make sure y'all tune into the Philosophy Show. Check out the Rec Boys, too, in the studio, man. They came in. They dropped some gems, man. And they're a little more, to me, a little more advanced in where they at in the stage of their career. They real good. And that's shouts out. That's why I'm fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? That's real shit. To have a partner, or when you're a partner, you got to cover each other's weaknesses.
Yeah.
You got to be
complimentary.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's about the business first.
First and foremost.
Yeah. So, on that note, man, we about to get up out of here.
It's the council.
It's the
Yes.
council.
Philosophy.
Oh, no, I'm tripping. I got to shout out Ray Lady down the truth.
Ray Lay
Well, yeah,
in the
thank you for
building.
having me, man. It's always a pleasure.
It's like you part of the
Conversations be
clique.
Yeah,
oh, you are. And she is.
And is.
All day. Hey, we'll see y'all next time, man. Number love.
Peace.
Yeah.
Right before we took them, too.
Right.
What's up with What's up, Witty World? Science and 9th grade guideline. Floyd Boy, St. Louis. You know what it is. I love my city. We got it going on. Plus we grind every day. Got them cartons. Even got the blue, block to block, corner to corner. You know how we do it. Grind every day. That's what it is. I call it home. Oh, Floyd Boy, I miss you, drop. St. Louis, my city. St. Louis, my home. St. Louis, my city. St. Louis, my home. St. Louis, my city. St. Louis, my home. St. Louis, my city. St. Louis, my city. St. Louis, my home. St. Louis, my home. St. Louis, my city. St. Louis, my city. St. Louis, my home. St. Louis, my home. St. Louis, my city. St. Louis, my city. St. Louis, my home. St. Louis, my home. St. Louis, my city. St. Louis, my city. St. Louis, my home. St. Louis, my home. From the city where the good die young. Where it's easy to catch a slug in the hood, play dumb. Where it's easy to catch a case anytime, any place. And real can't relate to all the hate and the fake. How much money can I make? How much money do you make? Every hood, every block, then paid they dues, then made the news, then gave some family the blues. Don't get it confused. My city rates the best when it's due. You don't have a clue. Somebody might just give it to you. When all is due, the only thing that's promised to you is that it's due and the money making habitat. What you want, know where it's at. If you got the door, I'll show you what a product is. Stories never told, cases still cold. Trials never close, cause the jury gets frozen and law about itself. Still no justice for us, it's like the Wild Wild West. Yeah, St. Louis, St. Louis, my city. St. Louis, my city. St. Louis, my home. St. Louis, my home. St. Louis, my city. St. Louis, my city. St. Louis, my home. St. Louis, my home. St. Louis, my city. St. Louis, my home. St. Louis, my home. St. Louis, my city. St. Louis, my city. St. Louis, my home. St. Louis, my home. Showtime, Garcia, my city needs some action. They say that I can't make it, I might be. Show me. Savage in up on my village. Billions representatives. No matter what you're doing, under the yards they make some haters. Get around, ass brother. If you got it, I'll come get it. And if you got a problem, you can come pay me a visit. From Lee Bay to Bell Fountain, downtown to West County. It's money all around us. Out of town is coming find us in the club. Hey, poppin' out the 3 a.m. And if you ain't ready to turn it in, it cross that bridge. For the party never ends. Till sunrise come again.
was my hoe.